mainly because it's just an easier way for me to create a video, and it's a lot less structured and easier to do than the sit down videos. So it's Sunday and I've been outside a lot. As you can see, I've got a little bit burnt. I'm usually very good at putting sun cream on because obviously with the amount of tattoos I've got, I don't want to be sunburnt because it fades my tattoos. But I just haven't had any sun cream because I haven't been to go and get any, basically. But I'll be doing that ASAP because I'm red hot and it's already starting to itch. So after this, I'm going to go and get a shower. So as you saw, we took the dog for a walk this morning. I was out for over an hour, and then now we can go and see people. We went up to see my friend Becky and her girlfriend, and we sat in the garden for about 3 hours. Didn't realise how long I was sat in the sun for. And this is the outcome. Look how red my chest is. I always shout at people for getting sunburn because I'm like, put sun cream on, and then I've not done it, so yeah. So yeah, been out most of the day today, and like I said, I'm gonna go and get a shower because my skin's on fire, and then I'm going to read for the rest of the evening. I want to finish To Kill a Kingdom before June tomorrow. I'm reading it on my phone. I think I've got about 300 pages left, but it's only like my phone screen, like size page, so I think I should be able to get it finished. It's a really easy read. I'm really enjoying it. It's like a Little Mermaid retelling where there's mermaids and sirens, and the sirens are the ones that we're following. Well, one particular one, and she takes hearts from princes. So yeah, there's a prince in it. Obviously, that's the other narrative voice that we have, and he is a siren killer. So I'm assuming it's going to turn into they fall in love or something like that, but I'm enjoying it. I'd rather it end where they both just try and kill each other and one dies, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to probably update every couple of days. I start my Orwellathon tomorrow, and I think I start with Down and Out in Paris and London. So looking forward to that. I can't wait to start it. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a couple of days. Well, I've finished 3 books up to now this week. Bear in mind they were all audiobooks, but I've been focusing a lot on reading or listening to books while I'm at work rather than listening to podcasts. There's also not been a lot of podcasts out this week due to them deciding to take the silence for Black Lives Matter, which I totally agree with if that's what they want to do. I'm very supportive of Black Lives Matter. I'm hoping to go to a peaceful protest in my hometown on Sunday, as long as it all goes to plan. So yeah, that's just my little note on this whole situation, which me as a white person, I worry that I'm going to say the wrong thing, but it has been really upsetting me, and it has had an effect on my mental health, I suppose. I've not been sleeping too well because my mind's so full of, what can I do to help? How can I make a difference? And like I say, online I worry that I will just say something that is wrong or that can be taken the wrong way, and I do a lot of my talking and making people aware in a smaller setting, whether that's with family, friends, in the local pub. If anything comes up, I'm always one person to jump in if there's anything to do with racism. But yeah, I'm just not very vocal online, and I think I've been feeling that because I'm not vocal online, then I obviously don't care, which I do care, but I find the online setting not the right place for me to say much. But yeah, that's what I want to say about that. I just want any person of colour watching this know that I am with you and I don't agree with anything that's going on at all. And I honestly don't understand why the colour of your skin makes you any less of a person or any different as a person, as a human. Yeah, I've finished Children of Blood and Bone, which, if you've read it and then read the author's note, it is based on what's going on right now. That's why she wrote the book. She wanted to say something about the deaths of black people by policemen. So the author's note really got to me after listening to it, because obviously I finished it this week when everything's going on, and it's a very good book. It's really good. It's I can't remember the names because I've read that many books this week that all the names are all mixed up. It's about this girl who is magic, but the magic has been taken away, and she has to go and find something to go somewhere to then allow the magic to come back. And the magic system's really good. I really like the magic system. Everyone's got their own type of magic. The main character's a reaper, so she can obviously control the dead, and they will do what she asks them to. It's really good. It's definitely worth a read. I have the second book on my library account waiting for it to come in. So I'm hoping that's soon, but I think at the moment it's not until next month, like towards the end of next month. So we'll see. I also listened to American Street, another really good one. I haven't intentionally listened and read books based around black people and black characters, but I just have. That's what I've come across and been wanting to read. I think I read American Street in about just under 2 days. It's about a girl. Again, I forgot her name because number one, I'm no good with names, and like I said, I've read that many books this week. She comes with a mum from Haiti, but her mum is what's the word? I forgot the word. Detained. Her mum is detained and sent to New Jersey, but she carries on and goes to live with her auntie and her 3 cousins in Detroit, and it's about her learning a bit more about American culture and trying to get her mum back. It also looks at Haitian voodoo, which I found really interesting. So that's kind of like, I suppose you could call it magic. So even though it's more real to life, there is that element to it, which I really enjoyed. And then about an hour ago, I finished the, oh my god, I forgot the name again. What's it called? The Henna Wars. I finished the Henna Wars about an hour ago. That was based in Ireland, but the narrator was American. So, like, she kept saying dollars rather than euros. And the main character is also Bangladeshi Irish, so just the accent just wasn't right, obviously. But the story's good. I enjoyed the story. It's about a Bangladeshi character. Again, even though I finished it an hour ago, I can't remember her name. Nope, can't remember. Rubbish with names. She is Bangladeshi Muslim, and she comes out as a lesbian to her mum and dad at the very beginning of the book, and it's about how her mum and dad deal with that, and how her classmates at her all-girls Catholic school deal with that. You can imagine it's not brilliant. And then she meets an old friend from primary school at a wedding she goes to, who ends up going to her school, and it's about the relationship between them two as well. But it's not, even though it is a romance, it's not too focused on that. It's more about her heritage and being a lesbian as a Muslim. It's really good. Like I said, the narrator, if the narrator had been Irish or Bangladeshi or I think even British, it would have been better than American. But, you know, there might be a version out there that has a non-American narrator to it, but the one I had was American. I'm going to finish this off tonight. I have about 50 pages left. I'm that much left to read, so I'm going to get this read now, and then I have To Kill a Kingdom to finish off. I've not been reading much of it, not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I've just been focusing on audiobooks and this George Orwell one. And then by the time I get in bed, because I've read so much all day, I'm only reading like maybe 20 pages of To Kill a Kingdom and then going to sleep. I'm still really enjoying it. I still want them to, you know, kill each other at the end, but it's not going to happen. So I can see it becoming more of, you know, love to hate, and I usually quite like it, even though I pretend not to like it. But in this one, I really just want them to fight and one of them die. Maybe it's just because I'm not a nice person. I don't know. Yeah, so if I finish those two, that'll be five. That'll be five that I've finished this week. So for the first week of June, that's absolutely brilliant. I also, don't know if I said this before, but I upped my Goodreads challenge from 50 to 80. Because I'm currently at the moment at 37. After those two, obviously with 39, so I'm going to hit 50 by the end of the month at this rate. I even think I might surpass 80, but I'm a bit scared to go past 80. Like, I've never read more than about 45, and that was a good year. I just haven't been doing anything other than reading and listening to podcasts and watch the occasional YouTube video, but I'm really, really enjoying reading right now, and that's all I want to do, so I'm kind of embracing it. My husband's not enjoying it because we don't watch anything together anymore because I'm just not interested, but yeah. So I'll probably come back tomorrow just before I finish the vlog, and I want this up on Sunday, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make this a regular thing. Even if I don't read, even if I have a week where I don't read anything, I still want to come back just to kind of keep myself in check as to how much I'm reading and to keep this channel active, because that's what I'm struggling with. You have to excuse my hair, it's just become this crazy mess and it's all flicking at the back, and I need it cut, but it's a bit too, it's not long enough for me to cut it yet. Look at this, just looks an absolute mess. But yeah, anyway, I'll speak to you tomorrow. So my vlog has kind of gone downhill this week. Like I said, I planned on doing weekly vlogs, but then I just forgot to finish the vlog on Saturday last week, and then I've just not got round to doing it, and this week I've barely read at all. I think I've probably read for maybe 15 minutes in bed at night, but not every night. I have finished an audiobook. I finished The Diary of a Bookseller. I can't remember the author's name, but I'll put a picture. That was really good. It was a memoir of a bookseller in Wigtown in Scotland, which, if you don't know, is basically a book town like Hay-on-Wye in Wales. So it was interesting to see the daily life of a bookseller, especially a second-hand bookseller. It's made me think twice about maybe owning my own bookshop because every day he tells you his daily takings and it's not a lot. He's not making much money. He does it basically because he likes it, and although I did know that, yeah. So yeah, I've not been reading a lot, and I think I've decided that I'm going to put a hold on the Orwell-a-thon.
I don't know whether it's because I'm doing it on my own, so obviously I've not got everyone else doing it like I did with the Owls and the Asian Readathon and the Newts coming up. So there's nothing to kind of push me on other than myself, or whether reading all of Orwell's books in one go is just not something I actually want to do right now. If you've read anything by Orwell, you'll know that it is all about working classes being pushed down in society, and it's all very dark and grim and dirty and depressing, basically, and I think that's just not the thing I need to be reading right now. So I'm stopping the Orwellathon and I'm going to spend the rest of the month reading whatever I want, and next month before the Newts in August, which I am really looking forward to, but I think I just need a break from such structured reading. I've got a few books here that I'm going to show you that I plan to read this month, but if I read something else, then so what? Until I started this YouTube, I wasn't really one for making definite TBRs, and I think having too much of a structure is starting to get a bit boring. Don't think that's the right word. Maybe limiting. And that's why I've not been posting much, because I've not really been not enjoying it, but not been excited to read what I'm reading. So I'm reading Conventionally Yours on this. It's an ARC from NetGalley. It's really good, it's dead cute. It's about, I don't know if I mentioned this before, if I haven't I'm going to cut this bit out, but it's about two young men who are going to a convention for a card game. I assume it's kind of like Magic the Gathering. I'm not really into card games, it's not something I've ever picked up. And there's a tournament and they can win loads of money and become the champion and be sent around to play in tournaments all over the world, and it's about their road trip getting there. It's a love to hate romance, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. There are a few things that I will mention when I do my wrap up at the end of the month, but for now I'm enjoying it. It's just an easy read. It's nice to read something in bed that doesn't take much brain power, basically. This one, which I never got around to reading last month, again I think this is going to be an easy read, and I just want to read it, you know, because like I say, it's just a really nice cover. It's kind of a throwback to my 90s youth of reading, The Babysitter's Club. So there's also this, which I just haven't been able to bring myself to read because I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not going to like it. I'm scared it's going to ruin the Hunger Games. I just need to read it and just hope for the best. I did start it very, very briefly. Like, read 4 pages and then just stopped. So I want to get this read this month so then I can watch other videos on other people's opinions, because obviously I don't want to do those before I've read it, because I don't want to go into it with anybody's opinion. I've done that before with books and then not been able to gauge my own opinion from it because I've watched that many people's or read that many people's opinions that I just don't know where I've sat with anything. So this one. And then I've been wanting to read this for a long time. It's one that I found on BookTube. It's one that everyone reads on BookTube, but I haven't. This one. The First Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. If you've been watching me since I started, you'll know that I read, what's it called? The superhero one. I read the superhero one by him and I really enjoyed it. I know this is more high fantasy, which I'm craving a good fantasy novel, at the moment. The only one I've read this year was The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I absolutely adored, and I wish it was a series because I just want more from it. So yeah, I want to read this. If it takes me into July, it does. I just want to enjoy it, and it's what I want to read. So yeah, I'm going to spend the evening probably I'm not going to finish it today. Continuing Conventionally Yours. I also bought the new Sims 4 expansion, Eco Lifestyle. So I'm going to build myself a tiny house and play that. And yeah, I'll start one of these books tomorrow. I don't know which one. I might make myself read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I'll get this up at some point. This will be the last bit for the vlog. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll be more into posting videos on YouTube with me reading stuff that I'm enjoying and want to talk about. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.